Hello and welcome to the punk rock demonstration. I'm Jack, and I've got my raspy voice today. It's called my radio voice because that's what happens when you stay up all night and go to a show and then go to a maybe after party that turns into just a get-together and then another get-together before you leave and get home at like 6 a.m. So that's what happens, and it was fun, but now it's time to do the show. And we're going to do an interview today with the Mighty Fine, and, well, we already did it, but we're going to put it on for you so you can take a listen. And I guess we'll just start off right now with the Mighty Fine interview. So we're out here at the VLHS. I'm not sure why they call it that. But we're here with the band The Mighty Fine. What is your name and what do you do in the band?
My name is Brooke Thompson, and I play guitar, and I'm the lead vocalist.
My name's Chris Scott, and I play drums and pretty much all the driving.
Yeah.
I'm really good at backing up with the trailer, so I'm kind of defaulted to that.
And I hate driving with a trailer, so I let him. It's easy. And real quick, before we dive into a little bit more of a formal setting, VLHS means Vince Lombardi High School. And if you've ever seen Rock and Roll High School featuring the Ramones, that is the high school where the whole movie takes place. So just a little,
So that's what that is. I was wondering why they had like Ramones behind the VHLS or VLA deal. So what brings you out here to Pomona tonight?
We've been really good friends with Marty for a couple of years, so any chance we get, if we're relatively close, we always try to get a show out here and hang out with Party Marty. And I don't know, it's fun. We're doing a short little round of shows and stuff, so we figured we might as well make our way over.
Before we get any deeper, we're changing the subject again. Where's everyone else at?
Well, we've got a couple party animals in the band. So Mike, a.k.a. Slater, is out prowling right now with our guitar player, trying to keep him in check. His name's Casey, and he's kind of like the sensible one of the two. So they're both out having a good time, but they're on the prowl.
It's also probably better. Some of the things that Slater says is, when he's Slater, you don't want him to have it, recorded.
Yeah, he's completely a different person. Slater is the ego, the alter ego for Mikey, because Mikey's just kind of a normal, awkward dude during the day, but this like party animal that knows everybody at night. So yeah.
So it sounds like I need to track him down right after we finish this interview.
Good luck finding him.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's making out with the guitar player, so.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, anyway, so what kind of music do you guys play?
If you were to quantify it, I would say kind of like kind of look back at the like 1990s like Epitaph Fat like punk bands, and kind of mix that with a little bit more contemporary stylings of punk rock. It's kind of the best way I can describe it. I mean, there's a lot of rock influence. We try to infuse a little bit of like alternative, but try to keep it still, fast-paced and energetic as much as we can, at least.
So is it always like that, or is it just currently what you're doing for the current album, or what?
It's music that we've always listened to and always been a big fan of, and unfortunately it took us kind of a long time to get here to really be decisive of that's kind of the style this band is supposed to be playing, because when we first started, we kind of dabbled in a lot of different things. I've always been into like writing a lot of different kinds of music, and so by playing our first record that we did like 4 years ago, it was there's indie stuff, there's punk stuff in there, there's experimental stuff in there, and it wasn't cohesive. It wasn't like there wasn't direction to it, and so it's taken us and in that part of that has to do with changing of band members and stuff, but we've had a really solid lineup for the last couple of years, and with that the idea of what we wanted to do as a band just kind of came together, especially for this new record.
So how long have you been a band?
We've been a band for technically for over 6 years.
What's up with the technically part?
Well, I mean, we never stopped being a band, but I think the first couple years we're not really serious about being a band. It was just kind of like, hey, let's be in a band and, just kind of goof off whenever. And then it wasn't for a couple of years when Chris joined the band where we said, oh, let's like write a record. Let's actually like do some really cool stuff. And, that's kind of where we started with that.
So basically, if you kind of caught the undertone of that, I'm what made the band. So it's kind of when I joined the band, that's really when it became the Mighty Fine. And that's all sarcasm, by the way.
So is that how you came up with the name too?
No,
Because usually when you just start a band and you just have fun and whatever, you come up with silly names.
Yeah.
I wasn't present for this.
So Casey and I and our original drummer, we were at a great place to eat in San Luis Obispo, where we're from, and it's called Firestone Grill. Casey gets a burger. He bites into it. First thing he says is, "Damn, this is a mighty fine burger." And Brandon, our original drummer, says, "That's it. That's our band name." I was like, "What, Mighty Fine Burgers?" He's all, no, the Mighty Fine. I was like, "Man, that's stupid. Like, I don't know anyone that would want to name their band that." I can't think of anything better, so we're the Mighty Fine. We got stuck with it, so it's kind of one of those things. If you ask, I would say 75 to 90% of the bands that you ask hate their band name. I mean, that's just how it is. There's not a lot of good band names if you really think about it.
I was just talking with the band Psychotic Scum. They didn't find out their name was spelled wrong until after a couple of years. I guess it's better than that, right?
Thank God. Well, we checked the spell check when we were typing stuff into Word, so I think that saved our neck a little bit at least.
So we talked about you just released a new album. It's like exactly 1 month after it's been released. So it's called Brothers and Smugglers, right? How did that come about?
Well, the record came about from about a year and a half ago. Ben from Creator Destructor Records, a friend of ours, he said, "Hey, make a record. Like, I loved the last stuff that you did. I would love to put it out." And so we kind of got to putting shit together, and at that point we went into the studio with Kyle Black, someone who we have a lot of respect for, and that is just an amazing producer. He's just finished working with Strung Out, Comeback Kid, Newfound Glory, so he's been doing a lot of really cool stuff. And we got in the studio about this time last year. We were in the studio for like about a month and just worked our asses off. And then timing wise, it didn't make sense for us to release it until last month, and it was worth the wait. Kind of sucks when you have to wait. You're sitting on something and you love it. Like, this is I tell people, we've always been proud of the stuff we've done because it's gotten us to where we are now, but like, this record was the record where everyone, I think, in full was just overly pumped on it, 100% satisfied. And that's not always the case when you record. And sometimes you want to go back and change things. And financially, you just can't, Recording is not a cheap thing to do. I mean, you can make cheap recordings, but they're, sonically aren't going to necessarily sound the best.
I call those classics.
Exactly. Unfortunately, we maybe didn't want to make a classic record then.
Or you can always put it as the bonus tracks.
Yeah, you should hear the demos for Brothers and Smugglers. Those are pretty classic.
So I guess we'll take a listen to the non-demo version right now, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how that album came about and all that. So here's Into the Clouds. What is that song all about? And
I am a huge Hall & Oates fan right now, and this is like a Hall & Oates marathon going on in there. Like, that's...
Is that who's been playing?
Yeah.
I've been wondering who that was.
And then it was Can't Go For That before that.
I didn't know he was a Hall & Oates fan. And we've been friends for 5 years.
Yep.
My favorite song is Kiss on My List.
It's good, but Maneater. I don't know. That bass line.
Just sucked you in.
So since we got interrupted by music, we'll have to play some more music. So the song's called Into the Clouds by Mighty Fine. I can never remember because it's such a bizarre band name. It's like you would never thought the Mighty Fine would be the band name,
Right, the Mighty Fine what?
Yep. So we're going to take a listen to Into the Clouds, but is there any particular reason why it's named Into the Clouds, or what is that song all about? Or
Yeah, I will confidently take a position on telling you about this, because the song Into the Clouds lyrically is based off of Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. No joke. That's my favorite movie of all time, and there's a particular scene in there where Lando Calrissian betrays Han Solo and his gang in the Cloud City, hence Into the Clouds. And so, though there's loosely based, lyrically around the story and the imagery of that particular scene of Star Wars, what the idea of the song and the theme of the song is just betrayal amongst friends. And I feel like that's something that happens all the time, and more often than not. So it was something that we wanted to, I think, or at least not we, but me, being a lyricist. Oh, hold on. Oh, come here, real quick. I want you, and for everyone listening, I want you to meet Party Marty.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, buddy? How's it going? What am I on? Who am I talking to? Where's my peeps?
Punk rock demonstration.
Cool. Hey, live longer and all that. Jibba dabba down. Let me talk to you. All right, thanks, world.
Sounds like he's having a great time. So let's take a listen to Into the Clouds by the Mighty Fine. You're listening to the punk rock demonstration. Obviously, we're having a after party over here.
Yep, that's how they do it here.
So yeah, this is Into the Clouds by the Mighty Fine.
break the tide, and please don't waste my time. Shave off the hangs, I don't see it as lonely. But thing it's off, infinite
welcome back. That was Break the Tide by The Mighty Fine. You're listening to the punk rock demonstration. We've just refilled our awesome beverages. I've got my decaffeinated tea, and you've got your beer here, and you've got your wine. No, that's Jameson.
That's Jameson. Normally it'd be wine on any other night, but it's a Friday night, and Jameson's my best friend on Fridays.
Not for me.
So yeah, I've got my herbal decaffeinated tea, and it's like 4 o'clock and 3 o'clock, whatever the hell it is in the morning. We're going to take a listening to punk rock and keeping awake that way. So how did you find whoever it was that recorded your album?
So this is actually really cool because I grew up with a guy named Nick Zappa from the band Heart to Heart. And for years, you know, we've all kind of like gone around, tried different, in different bands, tried different people out for recording and stuff. And, you know, everybody's always kind of critiqued it, and bands always talk about like, oh yeah, this was really cool, wish we could have done this differently. And when they came back from the studio and they were just playing us just some of the demos that they had just finished up, it was just kind of rough mixes. I mean, we were all blown away with just how they were able to really capture their sound and capture the energy that they have live, but just never really seems to come across on just your average recording. So, I mean, for us, it was kind of a no-brainer to just at least give them a try. If he was able to take our friends and make them like exactly how they sound recorded, we felt we had to give that a shot. So that's kind of when we got introduced to Kyle Black, when we recorded the split with the band The Shell Corporation.
Yeah, and working with Kyle was an experience that I don't think we could have gotten at a lot of other places, because he understood where we were as a band and he knew where we wanted to be as a band and really pushed us. I mean, I think we probably didn't believe in ourselves enough up until that point that we could make songs like that. I mean, we've always either self-produced or we've worked with producers before, but kind of more in a more nonchalant way, in a way where it's not as hands-on. They're not really giving you criticisms or critiques or really finding ways to improve upon your craft. And so working with Kyle is really one of those experiences where you're gonna get your ass kicked in the studio. You know you're gonna go take after take after take, and then not only that, but just really dissect the songs and kind of cut the crap, so to speak.
So what kind of stuff did he teach you about?
You know, for me, there was a lot of little drum things, because it's funny to go from just practicing, working with people, and picking up really bad habits along the way that nobody ever points out, and working in the studio like we did for the first album. Like, there was little things that just kind of felt like the drums were just a rush. It was just kind of get in, we would need to focus on guitars and vocals, so as quickly as we could get the drums done and be just satisfied with it, we were just going to move on. And so, at least for me with Kyle, it was a lot of those things where it was like, hey, you know, this didn't ring out all the way because you didn't pick your stick up. Hey, you know, change your posture up a little bit so you can get a little bit more energy into this. For me, it was a lot of those just keeping energy consistent all the way through, in subtle little things that have actually helped me quite a bit live. So little tweaks and adjustments and stuff like that.
And for me, like vocally, I would say more than anything, just learning or getting an outside or a different perspective on taking a melody and really just working it so it fits in the pocket, really being rhythmic. That's one thing about one of his definite strong suits, is he's very rhythm oriented, and that's something that I've always not been, especially lyrically. And so sometimes there might be clashes between what's happening in the music and what's happening with the vocals, whether it be the melody or the rhythm of the melody. And so by working with him, I think he really kind of demonstrates how you can take what you've already written and kind of form it into something that's a little bit more palatable and a little bit more accessible, and just really delivers and can carry a lot more than how it really originally was. So, and once you start getting in that mindset, it really gets you stoked, and it makes you say, oh shit, this is right here. This is like something I'm always been capable of, but sometimes it takes someone else to kind of point it out.
to sound like, oh, that's me on the recording?
No, I mean it's not something where it's like, oh, I just do some half-assed job on something and then he like, oh, polishes it up and it totally makes it sound different. It's more like we work really hard before we track the songs. We listen to the demos. How can we improve on that? And we'll go back and forth and like try out different things. It's all about trial and error. And it doesn't happen all like automatically. But once you get in there, I can sing a certain melody a certain way. And by doing that, what we do is like, the more takes that you do, every take's going to be a little different, and you want to capture the most honest take and the most whatever feel you're trying to go for. You really want to push to get to that, and sometimes it takes a while, and that's how you get pushed.
I absolutely hate it when recording studios just doctor songs.
Yeah.
They use technology to fix things. I think bands were much more talented when there was analog recording where you couldn't really fix the errors. You had to redo it.
You had to play it 150 times in order to get that one take. I mean, it's a luxury and it's a curse at the same time, having digital recording, because I mean,
it can make somebody super lazy, but it's also very convenient because it's easier to get your ideas out there and tweak them.
It makes me wonder if all those one-hit wonder bands in the 80s were ruined by technology. Because back then, the 50s and even the 60s with like the Shirelles or like Leslie Gore or whatever, they had to sing live and it sounded the same way live and on the recording.
Yep.
Now it's like, wow, that band, I don't recall listening to that band, watching them live on this and all that deal. So, yeah. So how many albums have you released so far?
3.5, I would say, plus a demo. We did a demo in 2008 and we released a record, our first one, Bad Timing for Everything, in 2010, and then 2011 we pretty quickly after recorded In Revival, our second record. Vinyl release of that came out in 2012, and then the end of 2012 we did the split that Chris mentioned with the Shell Corporation. And then right after that, a year and a half later, we did Brothers and Smugglers. I can remember all the names of all the other albums, but ask me anything about this.
We actually love and treasure.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the name, by the way?
Brothers and Smugglers. That's a lyric from Into the Clouds, actually, and I think, first off, it had a good ring, to it, and so we were messing around with a few different names, and that one just always stuck. And then you kind of look at like some of the lyrical themes, at least for me, and there is kind of, the idea that if you kind of take Brothers and Smugglers and you kind of look at it as, something or someone or whatever it is, an object, as being kind of good and bad, light and dark, alive or dead. And those are all general themes of the actual album. And it sounds so basic, but that's a lot of, the lyrical content of the record, are a lot of things that deal with, maybe not so much like a lot of the stuff that we did before was, about my past relationships.
See, it's funny, we were talking about this album the entire time and we almost forgot the name of the album.
Oh, that's probably the fact that it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, and this decaffeinated coffee is not working.
Yeah.
Or decaffeinated tea.
The Jameson's starting to work.
I think we need some of that in my tea to make it more exciting. So anyways, we're talking about the album Brothers and Smugglers. So any themes that are different in this album than the previous ones?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. The first two records were really, thematically based off of some past relationships that I was dealing with. And then it just was to the core of what I had going on. I've never been very political person. I don't know enough or have enough of an opinion on something to write about it and back up what I'm saying. Rather, I've always sang from the heart and the things that I was dealing with. And so those were things that I was dealing with in the past, a lot of self-doubt and the things that come along with, some bad breakups. But, I'm happily engaged. And so when I'm not worried about not needing to be worried about that, that some of the other things that were pressing on me where I, have this really tough time with dealing with how technology has kind of consumed me and how I see it consume other people.
What kind of technology are we talking about?
Phones, social media, things that keep us connected. It's kind of, they're blessings and a curse again. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, but it can definitely be abused, and it is all the time. And I feel like there's a huge disconnect when you get on your phone, and I do it, and I'm conscious of it. And I'd be preaching to the choir right now, but I can be in a conversation and I can be on my phone at the same time, and I'm not there. And what am I on my phone for, really? For nothing, really. There's nothing of true value, and in that time there's more beautiful things that I could see, and whether it be hanging with my friends, my fiance, just Mother Nature, all that kind of stuff. So I think that's really like something to the core of what we started doing a lot of. And then not only that, but I don't know. I try to draw inspiration from other places too. Really just see, whether it's something that I read or something I saw on television, or a story that I might have heard about, and just try to kind of see what sparks from that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on the technology stuff.
Oh, hey, Laura.
I am Tom Araya. I'm in Slayer. I play bass and sing.
What's a Slayer?
A Slayer is a great
What's
band.
a Slater? We got a
These
Slater
bunks.
right here. We got Capacity.
A Slayer is a good band. A Slayer.
How interesting.
Oh no, I already did both.
Kelly Kapowski, Saved by the Bell.
We just fucking crashed the interview, dude.
Is in the house.
The interview was going so well.
It sounds like they're having a great time out there, and we're stuck here doing this interview. So yeah, I totally agree with you on the technology crap. I've got 2 phones, but I never use them.
Oh, see, I use them all the time, and it sucks. Chris just left Best Buy after 7 years, and I think he could tell you. It's you cannot keep up with the amount of shit that gets thrown at you, and that's just something that has really kind of resonated with me and probably a lot of the guys in the band. But being a lyricist, it's something that I feel pressing, and I don't know. I don't see any real change inside. I feel really sad for children growing up now.
They can't spell and they can't write and they can't. Well, they can read, but maybe.
And I can tell you too, I'm very anti social networking. I don't have Facebook, never have, and never will. And it's just kind of sad to see younger generations having problems interacting with people. Even just on a personal conversation kind of level, it just seems people are too timid and afraid to talk. Nobody really knows how to interact with each other. Everything now is starting to become like internet dating. That just seems crazy to me, but it just it seems to have infected every little aspect of life, and that's something that definitely I'm kind of glad to be out of Best Buy to kind of get myself away from all that technology and just let it be what it is.
The funniest thing ever, I work in technology. I'm a Linux administrator, and I do all these super crazy things to computers, but I absolutely hate computers. I think it's the worst invention ever, because even with calculators, when we were in school, we couldn't use calculators. We had to learn how to actually calculate. But now it's we've got a calculator on the phone. Who cares about learning how to count kind of deal?
Totally.
So, yeah, I absolutely hate technology, and I make it a point to not use it, but I still use it to my advantage.
Well, that's nowadays you have to use it to a certain extent. So it's, as much as it disappoints us to be involved with it like we are, I mean, it's part of every day. Like, you're not, like, as a band, we have to be connected in to be able to let people know what's going on. We might not be the biggest fans of being on the social networking sites and stuff as much as other people, but it's still kind of part of life.
Yeah, I've got the same exact thing. Like, I have Facebook, but I also have a website that I use instead of the Facebook. But I've been using the Facebook to direct traffic over to my site because I absolutely hate Facebook.
Yeah.
So enough with the technology talk. Let's talk a little bit more about your songs and all that stuff. So we'll take a listen to the next song called Daphne. Is that a person's name or is that something else?
It's actually my middle name. My dad wanted a girl and thought Daphne would be perfect, and ended up just becoming my middle name. I'm sorry, Brooke, I couldn't take that serious as I saw you start to laugh. Yeah, you've actually got more insight on that one, so.
I mean, that's not the real story. That one was so good, though.
That's not my real middle name either.
That should totally be the reason why the song was invented.
Yeah, no, it is so much
So
fun.
what's the boring version?
Much funnier take. It's actually a pretty interesting story I had heard from a friend. He works in customer service. He was a server at a restaurant, and one day he goes into work and he sees this woman who looks pretty ill. She was terminal. She was bald. It was very apparent that she had cancer, and with that, he acknowledged that. He tried not to bring it up or anything, and he said, "How are you, ma'am?" And she says, "Well, I'm alive. The sun's out," and she had a great smile on her face. And he just said, "Oh, wow." He's like, "Well, I'm Joseph." He's like, "Nice to meet you, Joseph. I'm Daphne." And so they kind of just talked a little bit in between when he would bring her food and stuff. And though her days were numbered and she acknowledged that, she had just a little bit of time left, that every day was the best day of her life. And no matter what was going to, ultimately be the end of her, she wasn't going to let that get in the way of her. Just trying to not only be a better person, but try to, it sounds kind of corny, but spread good cheer. Try to be inspirational in whatever capacity she could be. And she was to him, because he wrote a story about it, and that story affected me. And I've shared that story, and we've written it into a song. And I think people that read the story, and in the lyrics of the CD, it has the story that he told me. And I think it's really cool that you could draw inspiration from something like that. That someone who's only going out for one of her last meals could make such an impact that it kind of trickles down. And I wish more people could do that. I think it takes a certain type of person and a certain amount of bravery to do kind of what she did. And if I can, get my head out of my ass sometimes, I kind of would like to do, be a little bit more like that.
I definitely liked the other version more. So Daphne is one of those videos you also have on YouTube. How did that come about?
Well, when we were doing a lot of the stuff and a lot of the promoting and whatnot, we kind of wanted to come up with a couple different videos so that we could try to release them around the time frame. So Casey, our guitar player, has a really nice camera set up. I've got a decent amount of experience with editing. So we just kind of said, you know what, everybody tries to do stories and stuff. Let's just do a video of us just kind of hanging out and just jamming. So we filmed it at our practice space. We had help from our good friend Jamie Worth, and just kind of shot it in one evening, edited it in a couple days, and just put it together. It wasn't really too thought out. It was just kind of wing it and just go for it.
It turned out pretty good. It's always nice when bands have music videos, because when I was, I loved MTV, but not what it is now.
Yeah.
I liked where in the early 90s they had videos of all the songs, and it's cool because you can watch what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes the experience so much better. So, yeah, you've got a video with Daphne. Are you planning on making any new videos?
Oh, definitely. We've got a lot of ideas that we've been brainstorming. I think the problem is just trying to get everybody collectively together to actually shoot it, because we've got some very ambitious plans for them, but it's just trying to make everything coordinate properly to do it.
Yeah, making videos is 10 times harder to coordinate than it is just to record the audio.
Oh, yeah.
I released this DVD called 21st Century Punk Rock. It took 5 years to edit.
and it was only 2 hours long. Anyways, let's take a listen to that song called Daphne. I made a really bad deal about that cancer deal, so let's take a listen to it. It's called Daphne, and you're listening to the punk rock demonstration with the Mighty Fine here in Pomona.
You're listening to the Mighty Fine on Punk Rock Demonstration. Tune on next week's episode, and we're going to do an exclusive interview with Bill from Alabama titled How I Met My Sister.
As I drive through the past, sound down from my stereo, the swaying tree should be enough for me to know the wind erupts and my wheels try to break just enough for me to shake and lose control in my southbound lanes. I'll never be the same.
Hey, welcome back. That was Who's to Know by The Mighty Fine. I always get the band name and the album mixed up. It's always...
You know what? At some point, you're going to get it at the very end when it doesn't matter anymore.
So my excuse is it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So anyways, that was Who's to Know. No, but it's cool to think it is.
It's a dramatic effect.
Wow, way to just totally shit on his line.
Yeah, so we've got the other members of the band. So what's your name and what do you do in the band?
My name is Casey and I play guitar in the Mighty Fine.
My name is Mike. I like to play the funk bass.
We've got the merch guy over here.
I just do merch.
He's never done.
He plays the cash box.
Thanks. Rock the cash box.
Yeah.
I rock the cash box.
You gotta have a merch player in the band for everything. So, anyways, what's that song all about? Who's to Know?
Who's to Know is kind of a song based off of the idea that you don't know when your last days are. My fiance was almost killed in a car accident about 3 years ago, and she very well could have. She was, I think whatever the doctor said was about a quarter of a centimeter away from her head cracking to the point where she would have died. And and nothing. I mean, all it was the wind dragged her car to the point where she lost control. And the idea of the song is just that you never know. You never know when your last days are, and kind of comes back to what we talk about in Daphne, and that's, even if you know or if you don't know, make every day the best fucking day that you can make it.
So I guess it's a good thing we put those two songs together.
And it's kind of cool because those songs actually do are the last two songs on the album. So if you kind of break down the lyric themes, they definitely go hand in hand.
That's very good to know. And the name of the album is Brothers and Smugglers that we've been talking about and always forgetting.
When I wrote the bass line to that song, I was thinking, this is going to be a damn good song. And that's all I have to say.
Mighty fine song. Now I know why we didn't have him in the interview. I'm kidding.
It's a good thing that he got lost.
Yeah, we're talking crap about you in the tire room. Don't worry about it.
I believe it.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's really okay.
He's used to it, and it was actually Kyle that played that part on the record, not you.
Called him.
Casey wasn't in the band until I said, "Hey, yeah, he can be in the band." So
Stupid.
now he's in the band.
Yeah.
So where can people find more information about the band?
As much as we hate this whole social networking and we keep kind of going rounds and rounds with it, the best place is to probably start off with our website, themightyfine.com, and you can find links for the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just about anything that's out there. You should be able to track down through that website.
And amazing you don't have a Facebook, or it's amazing you actually have a website.
Yeah.
If you want to find the real dirt, follow Slater on Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow Slater on Twitter. I don't know what the Twitter name is.
It's at Slater Castillo.
Sounds like they've been having an awesome time out there, and we've been sitting here being bored. So yeah, you can find.
Bored?
No, but it's.
Dude, you just got called out.
Well, I was thinking we
were
would
having
be.
a great time. I got my drink.
I forgot. He's got the Jameson.
Pass that shit.
So anyways,
Drink it all.
you can find more information about the Mighty Fine at themightyfine.com.
Yep.
And you can find more information about my website at punkrockdemo.com. We're going to take a listen to one last song by you guys called Calypso. And I don't know what that is all about. So
basically, Brooks, he's kind of a fatty at heart. I mean, really, him and Casey, they're all about food. So there's this weird type of teriyaki jerky kind of thing called Calypso. So it was about this time when him and Casey went into a hometown buffet, and it was the southern kind of night. And I can't even take myself serious. I'm sorry, Brooke. Tell him what it's actually about.
I think we should have him do all of the answering.
I could have had a backup story for every answer.
Calypso's based off of the
Pickles.
the Black Cat story by Edgar Allan Poe. I just suggest you read it, and the whole thing's kind of based off that. I won't go into it because I think
That works for me.
Why did you name it Calypso?
Oh, that's a very good point because Calypso has nothing to do with the name of the song.
And I can't spell that shit, dude.
There's cool art for that. So it's a good time. What time is it? It's 4. Well, if you have another couple. Okay, so if you have the next couple hours, I could tell you about the fact that I used to live in Australia.
Tell us more about Australia.
No, please don't.
Well, actually looking at his clock to find out what time it is.
It's 2:30.
Okay, well, I'll keep it brief. A Calypso is the best mango in the world, found in Australia. Awesome. I always loved the name. I wanted to name a song one day. 7 years ago, I was like, I'm going to name a song about this fucking mango. Finally did it. And I don't care what anyone says. Fuck them.
Sounds like a lot of these band themes revolve around food.
Yeah.
You just brought up an awesome point about the artwork. I was looking at the artwork on all your albums, and they're very sophisticated. So how did that come about, and who's been involved in doing that?
So a lot of, actually, if you look at the album artwork, it all kind of stems from Slater, really. So Slater's just this crazy party animal. And the extended copy of the album cover actually has Slater at the end of the ladders, and everybody's...
They're all fighting. You can't tell if they're fighting with each other, for each other, or against each other.
Slater is he's a Spartan. And he's very sweaty, and from throwing spears and daggers.
'Cause I am Spartacus.
It's an inside joke, but
Oh, dude, you peaked. You peaked.
You peaked the audio levels.
It's amazing. We actually got some decent recording over here.
So
anyways,
none of it was decent. I mean, I wasn't in here for most of it, but
So we're indecent and bored tonight, apparently.
Well, it is 6 a.m, so...
So that means
it keeps getting later and later.
Go ahead, pull out your phone and double check.
And the sun's coming up.
Yeah.
It's 2:30 in the morning.
It's actually noon tomorrow. We got to get going to San Diego
It's
right
Australia time right
Yeah.
now, 17 hours, friends.
No, the album artwork, I mean, really, we had kind of the themes and the ideas and everything kind of going behind it, but really we sat down with Justin when we played the Fest in Florida this last October and really got to hash out kind of what his interpretation of it was, kind of what he took from the lyrics, and I mean, it all just kind of summed up Brothers and Smugglers pretty well, kind of in a visual conception.
I mean, basically what you're seeing on the album cover is a lot of people that the whole concept is they're helping each other out, but at the end they're gonna stab each other in the back to get to those ladders, that leads to the top. So
Save themselves.
They're helping each other out, but like I said, at the end, like everybody wants to reach the top, and they're gonna do whatever they got to do if it means stabbing their brothers in the back. That's pretty much what the album cover portrays.
And that you translate into Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, when Lando betrays Han. Because he wants to save his own neck, and he wants to be rich.
Wait, who's Lando? Completely understand what the album's all about. We'll have to take a listen to one of the songs off the album.
Sounds good.
And then we'll leave it at that. This next song is by Calypso, or this next song is called Calypso by The Mighty Fine. You've been listening to me, Jack, here in the punk rock demonstration with The Mighty Fine out here in Pomona. And yeah, you can find more information about my website at punkrockdemo.com and The Mighty Fines at themightyfine.com.
Oh.
So here's Calypso.
Transgressions. It hardly took much to hit reach you, I 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 reach you. Four legs, we love you, silly bastard, yes we do. Four legs, go easy on the bird. Four legs, we love you, silly bastard, yes we do. Four legs, go easy on the bird. Go easy, go easy. 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 Go easy, go easy.
Hope you enjoyed that interview and that song. That song was by Wonk Unit and it was called Go Easy. It's a new one, and I've got plenty more new songs and plenty more interviews that are coming up. We've got an interview with The Virus coming up and The Bad English, as well as some other bands that I haven't interviewed yet. So I'm going to spare you from listening to my awful voice by playing this next set of new songs. This next song starts off with Brain Dead. The song is called Textbook Revolutions.
We blame the poor for being poor. Fear of fractionality brought to campaign on the need. Division, feeling and rage. Kept down, excluded, and deprived by artificial scarcity. Dropping off this grand charade. Continuous brutality. As long as people hunger, while food is a trap, their tempers will be clouded by those who feel the less. Structural divide. We feel the rebound of the violence it implies. The left behind talks you away, but you can't relate. Think that you're alone and safe. They're intrinsically political. None of your theories could ever explain their anger or their hate. You want your textbook revolution, but they're bound to fail. As long as people hunger, their tempers will be clouded by those who feel less. As long as we keep up this structural divide, we feel the rebound of the violence it implies. Violence it implies. of fun. Whoa, training empty cakes on Sunday afternoon because it's raining out. It's raining out. Well, I know what you mean. You try to make a scene and it makes no sense at all. You wanna pick it up and run. Every time I see you drink another beer, well, I'll probably see you next week at the show. But it's time to go. One more time, well. Well, why does it happen one in 10? Fell in love again, meet my final end. Well, why does it happen one in 10? Fell in love again, say goodbye to your friends. Well, why does it happen one in 10? Fell in love again, meet my final end.
That was ADD with 10 Points Richer, and then we had Revenge of the Psychotronic Man before that with Needle to Say, the live version. The Franchines with Got It was before Revenge of the Psychotronic Man, and then Zoo Party was before that with What Do You Want From Me. And you're listening to the punk rock demonstration. My voice is just awful. I think I've told you that several times tonight. So if you want to find out more about my show, go to punkrockdemo.com. Again, that's punkrockdemo.com. We're here every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. I'm just going to play music for you today because, for one, I'm half asleep. And two, I'm still intoxicated from yesterday. So, actually, from this morning. So we'll take a listen to some more songs, and then maybe we'll play some more songs, play some requests, and then we'll come back next week. So, we're going to start off this next set of music with Firecracker 500. It's a request. The song's called Red, White, and You.
It's a flag, the United Nations for honor or disgrace. white ground shows our faith. The Union Jack's blue represents freedom. The white stars cut our states. Protected by our Constitution, a promise to the grave. Stand strong, a symbol of our freedom. Forever may she wave. Red, white, and yellow. White stars back with blue. Red, white, and yellow. White stars back with blue. Red, white, and yellow. White stars back with blue. Red, white, and yellow. White stars back with blue. tinted windows. Faceless, soulmates will never know. High speeds and broken tries. Lifetimes of living lies. We segregate, it's our mistake. Proliferate, reclusive states. Silhouettes in passing lanes on highways.
Another born day just fades away, a cycle that's never gonna change. Another casualty of humanity, I'm watching my own stupidity. Like I don't wanna try, there's no reason why a cyborg that's waiting around to die. Got nothing left to prove, I got no excuse to waste on with nothing left to lose. I'm waiting for my own salvation, got to get out, there's no time to waste, cause I need something to change, something to break, some way to get away, cause I need something to change, something to break, some way to get away from you. A never-ending game, always the same forever, it's been waiting for the day. I know there's gotta be some place for me where I can escape this misery. The more and more I try, it just seems that I get further from what I want in life. There's nothing I can do, I got no excuse to reject who hasn't got a clue. I'm waiting for my own salvation, got to get out, there's no time to waste, cause I need something to change, something to break, some way to get away, cause I need something to change, something to break, some way to get away from you. I need something to change, something to break, some way to get away, cause I need something to change, something to break, some way to get away, cause I need something to change, something to break, some way to get away, cause I need something to do, got something to prove, some way to get away from you.
That was one of my favorite songs from Operation Ivy. The song was called The Crowd, and then Pennywise with Something to Change. Before that, CPA was before Pennywise with Reclusive States, and then Angel's Heart with Gamble on Red. And speaking of gambling, we're going to take a listen to the Riverboat Gamblers. This song's called Catastrophe.
Fucking spirit brought her back. An accident of accidents left a chance falling in my hands. What discontent and loneliness she knows. It left a purple velvet and beds of roses. A turn of the table, a roll of the dice. She sipped life from the bitter cup, no taste of paradise. Waking in and down the night, what's the point of living life? Remembering the rally years, she can't forget her chocolate tears. She's gonna run away, 'cause there's a pleasure born of pain. She's gonna run away, but say goodbye to chocolate tears. 7 years and memories of pain. The grief, the kind, the sorrow, the pain. But she wears her scars with a dignity and pride. It's all gonna sour, just remember that in time. I hope that her endeavors will find fullness of mine. Waiting in the dead of night, what's the point of living life? Remembering the rally years, she can't forget her chocolate tears. She's gonna run away, 'cause there's a pleasure born of pain. She's gonna run away, or say goodbye to chocolate tears. 7 years and memories of pain. She's gonna run away, 'cause there's a pleasure born of pain. She's gonna run away, 'cause there's a pleasure born of pain. She's gonna run away, 'cause there's a pleasure born of pain. a real horror show. It's a real horror show. It's a real horror show. A real horror show. Here comes one and here comes another. Very soon you too well discover. If people read the fans are here. Happy, I'm a happy, oh my God, a real horror show. It's a real horror show. It's a real horror show. A real horror show. Well, the victim was a friend of mine. Found ourselves more dead than alive. Walking, talking in disguise. Looking into black doll's eyes. Tell me what we get. What do we deserve? Oh man, all alone. Tell me, haven't you heard? And now I know why it isn't hard to see. You can run away, but you'll bleed and you'll believe that it's a real horror show. It's a real horror show. It's a real horror show. A real horror show. It's 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 a real horror show. Well, it's a real horror show.
So hopefully you enjoy the show. That song's by Mad Parade. That song's called Real Horror Show. Pegboy was before that with Through My Fingers. The Hollow Points before Pegboy. That song's called Charcoal Tears. And the Shell Corporation with Bread and Circuses. And I guess we're going to take a listen to some more punk rock, but I'm signing off until next week. We're going to play interviews in the next upcoming weeks with the Bad English and the Virus. So stay tuned for that. We've got plenty more after them, but that's what I've got so far. So before I sign off, I'll just play you this one last song I want to mention. This song's called City Lights by the Stockyard Stoics. And I'll talk to all next week when I'm back to my normal self. And enjoy the song.
Shine brighter out here. We've got nothing much to do. Same old ghosts come round, running aground on the lonely avenue, all drowning in good cheer. Nooks and crannies telling stories up and down the block about which ones went to heaven, which ones got left on the common block. Should have, could have, if shadow like the skies don't show. Counting down until closing time. Shake and break and gasping in the glow of the last down the line.
She only wants me when she married a boyfriend. Otherwise I ain't no good. She only wants me there. She only wants me yo quiero, 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 yo quiero ser igual, yo quiero ser igual, yo quiero ser igual, ser igual, yo quiero ser igual, yo quiero ser igual, yo quiero ser igual, ser igual. Dry your eyes, this conversation's over.